Hi there guys, hello all, this is the Loudmouth 37 and today we're gonna, the big red box, we're gonna look at all my Michael Jackson related albums. So this is full length albums on a 12-inch disc. Gotta get this thing open, there we are. Right, so let's begin. So first we have Got to Be There, Michael's first solo album with Motown, of course. There's the back. We have got a track list and there you go, Rockin' Robin is, of course, favourite. Go up a bit. Where's side one? Oh, it's there. Ain't No Sunshine, classic, Bill Withers song, but Michael's take's very good. And also Got to Be There, of course, the standout single, also the name of the album. Next up, I underestimated how big these are. Next up is Ben, the second album. Nice shirt, I enjoy those shirts. And here's the back. And the track list. So, again, that's really bad thingy, isn't it? So you got Ben, of course. Greatest Show on Earth's good. People Make the World Go Round. My Girl, obviously a Temptations song. Up there, Shabby Dibby Doo Da Day. Yeah, this has got quite a good batch of songs, I think. Underrated album. I don't have music in me, which is annoying. Here's Forever Michael. And on the back. Which was in 1975, so we're almost there. It's a cracking song. Take Me Back, One Day in Your Life, #1 in the UK, that was. What else do I like on here? I like them all, but the first three are my favourites. Good album all round, as mentioned before. Well, these are going to be tricky because these are in a sleeve. Here's Off the Wall. We all know this album. Came out in 1979, established classics, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, Rock With You, Off the Wall, and She's Out of My Life. And as well as some of the favourites like Working Day and Night. These might be tricky to pull out and put back in. So here's Thriller. We all know Thriller, of course. Biggest selling album of all time. 7 of its 9 songs became singles in the US, all top 10. They were The Girl Is Mine, Billie Jean, Beat It, Wanna Be Starting Something, Human Nature, PYT, and Thriller itself. And the other 2 songs, Baby Be Mine, Lady My Life, are also really damn good. Here's the follow-up in 1987, here's Bad, and there's the track list, thank you very much. I love this album, possibly contender for my favourite MJ album next to Dangerous. All the songs on here, in my opinion, are classic and just top-notch. All of these that you see here were released as singles, apart from Just Good Friends, which was a duet with Stevie Wonder, and Speed Demon was released as a promo, but never an official single. But it still had, I'll just put it out again, it still had many top 10 hits, like Bad, this is US, Bad was #1, Way You Make Me Feel was #1, Liberian Girl, well in the UK was 13, Another Part of Me was about 13 or in top 20 in the US. Man in the Mirror was #1, I Just Can't Stop Loving You was #1, Dirty Diana was #1, and Smooth Criminal #7. So that was obviously a damn good album. And now maybe my favourite one, Dangerous. Released in 1991. Classic tracks like Jam, In the Closet, Black or White, of course, Who Is It? Give In to Me, Will You Be There, Heal the World, and of course the title track itself, Dangerous, amongst others. But again, like Bad, this is a near-perfect album for me, and 9 of the 14 tracks were hit singles in various territories. Now, this was from last year, 2014. This is Escape, or Escape, if you want to be phonetic. This is comprised of recordings that Michael made, but never finished. So yeah, I have Love Never Felt So Good, but Justin Timberlake's added on, and it's good. On the vinyl, you don't get the 2014 editions and the originals, all you get is the 2014 editions, which for me is fine, but you do get the version of Love Never Felt So Good with JT as well, so it's really nice to pick that up, and I've shown it before. Cracking album. Right, moving on, here we have the very first Jackson 5 album. Diana Ross presents the Jackson 5 with I Want You Back mooted there as the main single. See if I can, yep. So this came out in 1969, and of course we now know Diana Ross wasn't the infamous person who found him. It is believed to be Gladys Knight and the Pips, but Diana Ross was added for more star marquee value. So I Want You Back obviously hit #1, cracking song. One of my personal top favourites, Who's Loving You, there by Smokey Robinson originally. There's some other good ones here, like Stand, My Sharia Moore. It's interesting that I think think, don't quote me to this, I think aside from I Want You Back, all of these are covers of various artists, I think. Maybe just to get the boys going. But I was glad to get this, an original from '69, as it were. Next up is the follow album, ABC, released shortly afterwards in 1970. And obviously The Love You Save is there, that was a #1. ABC itself was a #1. And there's some other good songs. Like I Found That Girl, that's a really good song. The Young Folks. Just a cracking album. I don't think this is a 1970 original, because the coloured photos are on the back, and we have the Motown sound there in the corner instead of... And look, it's also on cassette, and I don't think cassettes were mainstream in 1970. I think you had like 8 tracks. That could be what it means, but I think it's a reprint. The reason why I got it mainly is because it was cheaper, and being a student, you go for what's cheaper. Just trust me on that. Now we have Looking Through the Windows, 1972 album. We have hit songs such as Looking Through the Windows itself. Doctor My Eyes was a top 10 here in the UK. Little Bitty Pretty One is a damn good cover of the original. Eeny Meeny Miny Mo, as I've said, I'm not a fan of. Children of the Light's good. Again, a nice mix. Thing with Jackson 5 is I like certain songs, whereas with Michael's solo stuff, I tend to... I'm going to stand up. I tend to like most or all of it. Maybe because I'm biased, I don't know. But the J5 stuff is not like my be-all, end-all. Here's Skywriter, released in 1973. It has Skywriter itself. Hallelujah Day was a top hit in the UK. Boogie Man was a UK exclusive single. Corner of the Skies from Pippin, and those of you who've seen this in my last video, yes, I did sing that for my singing assessment, and it went quite well. Yeah, good album. Again, not one of my astute favourites, but it's the thing I think with J5 albums for me is it's like they've got good songs on them, don't get me wrong, but they're not be-all end-all packages, if that makes any sense. Probably not. Here is Dancing Machine, the Jackson 5 album from 1974. So of course we have I Am Love's a really good song. Whatever You Got I Want is as well. Dancing Machine. To be honest, a lot of these are really good songs, like whereas I think If I Don't Love This Way I quite like. No, and What You Don't Know as well. This is probably my favourite Jackson 5 album that I own so far. As you can probably tell, I don't own all of them, but I will get there one day, I'm sure. This is a rare find, Joyful Jukebox Music from 1976. There was an album called Boogie, which is even rarer, but I was quite glad to get this for about £6. As you can see here, all the songs when this came out were unreleased. Probably to attract the crowd, being at this point the J5 had moved on to CBS and Epic, so maybe to try and get the fans back. Speaking of the US and speaking of Epic, here is the Jacksons, their first album with Epic. Let's see what we got on the back. Enjoy Yourself obviously is well known. I Like Good Times, quite chilled out. Blues Away, Show You the Way to Go was #1 in the UK. Dreamer was a UK hit as well. All round, not their best album, admittedly. I think as they got on, personally, I liked more and more of their stuff. Sorry guys, gonna put the phone down. Oh dear, I need to organise this better. Just need to make it flow, you know? I'll try and do it with one hand. Yay! Next, oh, that's not gonna work. Nay mind, nay mind. It might actually. Here is the Jacksons, their second album. Again from Back to Mono, which I've mentioned. Go check it out. Professionally Deep Cleaned, and on the back, Music's Taken Over. Going Places was a hit in the UK, I think. Different Kind of Lady, Jump for Joy I really like. This is okay, and like I just don't think it's the best. I'm sorry for anyone who's a fan. If this dodgy camera work persists, you'll just have to bear with, I'm afraid. There's not much I can do. In fact, let's go spontaneous. Let's get some of these out. Oh, wow. Right. I need to find somewhere to put them, yay. Right, that'll do, will it? Right, let's see if we can crack on then. Okay, next up is the Jacksons and Destiny, which was like their breakthrough album with CBS, featuring Blame It On The Boogie. Really lovely artwork, love that peacock, gotta love that peacock. And the little inspiring message, which says, through the ages, the peacock has been honoured and praised for its attractive, illustrious beauty. Of all the bird family, the peacock is the only bird that integrates all colours into one and displays this radiance of fire only when in love. We, like the peacock, try to integrate all races into one through the love of music. And that was written by Michael and Jackie. Songs here, Blame It On The Boogie, very popular. Things I Do For You is a live favourite. Shake Your Body Down, classic disco song. Destiny was a UK hit. And I also quite like Push Me Away, really nice, underrated ballad. You can find that on the B-side of She's Out Of My Life, if you were interested in it as a single. Here we have the Jacksons' Triumph album, which is considered by many to be their best. I disagree. Can You Feel It, very popular song. Lovely One was a hit single and also a live favourite. Heartbreak Hotel, again, live favourite and a hit single. Walk Right Now was big here in the UK. Yeah, again, a good album. Again, gotta love this peacock right here. And I think, have they put their message again? Yes, they have. The same message from Destiny is also on this album. Now, this is probably going to be a two-part video. I think it's going to have to be. So I'll finish off with this. Really excited to have this. This is the Jacksons Live. This was their tour from the Triumph Tour, released in 1981. And on it, here you are. So you got... This is the set list, and this set list to be quite fairly standard for Michael when he went solo touring with the Bad Tour for a bit. But it's a very good album, very well produced, and it sounds absolutely great. Right then guys, this is going to be the end of the first part, because I don't want YouTube to take my video down for being too long. So until part 2 of this, goodbye my friends, goodbye.